Good morning, everyone, or almost afternoon here. This is Leslie from Crescent Moon Journals, and I'm happy to be here to share my latest journal and grateful for anyone who is watching. This is an art-themed journal, and I had the most fun making the cover. So I used an old book, and actually I was able to use the spine and everything, although I guess it could have made it a little bigger. And I've covered it with fabric, which I just loved, and then layered upon it. So I've layered, this is an old grunged up paintbrush, and I've layered some papers, and this little was a tag that I'd made, and then I added more to it. So I've added this beautiful glass bead on top of this interesting fabric, and this is a glass button, and this is really old lace that's under here. It's kind of ready to fall apart. And this is a stone, oh my gosh, what's it called? I think it's kyanite, Kyanite, that I've added onto here. And then down here this is a old safety pin with all these different fibers and yarns tied to it with a ceramic bead. And then the spine is exposed. Well, the spine's not exposed, but the stitches are on the outside. And what I did was I had done red, kind of an orange and red thread, but it didn't show up when I got finished. I thought, wow, it just blends right in because of these colors. So I took the one of these fibers and I just wound it around each thread to make it stand out a little more. And then I just added this on the back for some more interest, kind of a gauzy hand-dyed material. So opening it up, oops, think of that mica. This is material also, fabric, and one of Tim Holtz frames. And then I added, I have the original of this, which is the same size, but I decided not to put it in. I just made a copy, and then I've used some mica to cover that up. And this is an original little piece that was put in a scrapbook, and then I just made there's a little tag. You can journal on the back. And I just layered up some papers here. This is from an old ledger with beautiful Spencerian handwriting, which to me is art as well. And then over here is a pocket that I made with some, I'm not sure what this is, I've forgotten, but it's all hand-dyed. And this is from the salvage of the material on the cover. And then some little, and although this isn't a painting, it was a painting that's been copied, it is old. And you can see it was in a scrapbook, but I just thought it was a nice contrast against all this color. And then over here, this, I did not make this tag. It's one I've had, and I haven't used it in anything till now. I just thought it went nicely with the colors. And then over here is another tag, which I didn't make either. I embellished it, but I did the original basic part of it. I didn't make. I added a couple of things like this. And then over here is just, these are just like paint palettes that I put in to add some interest. And these pockets, you could take them out and put anything you wanted in there. This is old wallpaper. And then this is just a belly band. And these are all glued together. Some fun little artsy things. And then in this side tuck, there's some brushes, and this is, I thought, was a pretty example of a painting from an old scrapbook. It is an antique. And I've added some lace here. This is actually a page. And then over here is a little tag I made that I added some paper to. I actually painted this. It was part of a big sheet, and I had made a book out of it, an art book from it was a class I was taking, a year-long class. And so I still had some paper left over that I'd painted, so I thought, well, what better way to use it? This is a very old document. You can see where there was a seal here. And then over here, we have a little belly band. And I just add, this is one of Sam Poole's. I just thought it went well with this whole page. And these were just swatches of, before I paint, I usually dab it on another scrap piece of paper to see how much I have on my brush. So that's what these are on both sides. You can have either side facing out. Just slides in. And then over here is a fabric pocket that I have done some stitching on. This represents the sun. And then it's a piece of handmade paper with this beautiful inclusion. And this is from an antique manuscript copy. I actually have seen this original of this, and it is magnificent. Come on, get in there. Okay. This is fabric with a pin. I thought was so pretty. This is an old piece. Then over here is a pocket made from papyrus that I've just embellished a wee bit. And this is an old, it's a paint palette from, it's an old Victorian scrap. And then this is more of that paper that I was talking about that I just punched the corners. Over here, this is fold out, the journal. This is just clipped in. This was done by a friend of mine. And it is the original piece. And there's the other half of that old document, 1894. And this is also fabric. And this is a piece of marbled paper that I have. It's a scrap piece. It's so pretty and colorful. All about color, this journal. And this is a pocket. I mean, this is some handmade paper here, and some. This pocket is made from a sample of marbled paper. It's actually real marbled paper. And then I made this. This is actually larger. It's probably. It's a good 8 inches by maybe six inches, something like that. I just reduced it way down after I scanned it. And this is from an old book, probably a missal. There's the rest of this old document. And there's probably a date, 1802. And then this is a piece that it's part of something I was making, and I cut the part that I used off, and I still had this, so I figured what better place to use it. And I added a strip of leftover fabric from the cover. You could journal on the back. And then this is out of an art book. It was the cave painting. And then over here we have another pocket with a little tag I made with some paint, advertising paint. And I just made a tab with that same material. Old book. And then over here is, there's a pocket in here. I only filled this one. It's an old French letter or receipt. I guess I could open it. Lovely writing. It's like 1872. And you can see. So that just slips in here. It's a good place to put your secrets. This is lovely paper. More places to write. Another old receipt. It's the center of that signature. Over here, this is a flip up, and these are from an old art book that I found. They're just as the size that the book was. And it was a lot of architectural drawings. Like, you can see here. And then this is dated 1901. And there's another one on the back, and it's just sewn on. I just hand stitched it onto, if you can see it there, onto this page. And then over here, I put this in because it's beautifully hand colored. I think it's gorgeous. It's hard to part with that one. And you can journal here. And I just clipped it over this way. You can put it anywhere. And here's another pocket that you can use to hide something away. I just didn't put anything in it. And this is just a copy on watercolor paper of a funky painting I did a long time ago. Another more of that old book page. And another one of those pieces of paper that I painted. And then to the end, the photograph of artists. And there we have it. So I'm also including a bunch, this is a lot of things that are art related that I did not use that I'm going to include and send along with the journal for anybody who might want to switch things out or do something. So thank you to all my subscribers again, and please subscribe if you haven't, and I so appreciate all the comments, and I hope everyone has a good day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.